Hello there everybody, welcome to another one of my live videos, and this is a transfer deadline day now today. This is currently the last day of the transfer window, so I presume some deals will be confirmed today. It shuts today at 11 o'clock, does the transfer window, so this is currently deadline day, and I presume that some deals will be get done as well. We know Everton have spent big in this transfer window. We know Chelsea's sprung quite a bit of money. They're still looking to get another couple of players in. We know Manchester City have spent over £200 million. We've spent about £148 million on free players so far. Could Manchester United still possibly get a winger before the window ends that we've been eager to get for the majority of the window? You know, we struggled to get Perisic. There's been the Bale rumours, going around. There's Arsenal are as well currently in turmoil. You know, players are set to leave, and I confirmed to you guys yesterday that Chamberlain has joined Liverpool. We'll get into more detail. Sanchez could still possibly leaving. Mustafi, I presume, he's going to be leaving, and Arsenal are not going to find them adequate replacements. We know Monaco have lost the majority of these players in this transfer window. We know Paris Germain have invested a lot of money in this transfer window, and they look to be set to get Kylian Mbappe on the board. We know Tottenham have now made a couple of signings. They've almost completed the sign of Aurier, and they've got Davinson Sanchez, and they're still maybe hopeful to get another player added into the ranks as well. We know Liverpool have got a spending spree of 145 million. They're confident they can get Van Dijk. They're confident they can get Lamar, which will make them more. They're very good attacking team. You know, they've got Salah, they've got Mane in there. So I think if Liverpool need someone at the back of Lovren, they get Lamar. I think Liverpool, can be very, very consistent. The five-time Champions League winners, and they've never won the Premier League, and that's basically Liverpool's goal. And this is what they basically try to do. Klopp's trying to invest his money into the club, get the players that he needs to gel as a team, and I think they can be very consistent. But I think they still need someone at the back. They still need number 9, and whether they keep Coutinho or not, I do not know about that. Manchester City are still convinced they can get Sanchez. We'll go into more detail in a bit. And Sterling, that part of the deal is currently off now, as City are reluctant to offload Sterling. We know West Ham have done quite good business in this window. They've got Hernandez, they've got Joe Hart on loan, they've got Orphanage, but they haven't had a pleasant start to the season. So I think the transfer window's hotted up ever since the Lacazette deal got done to Arsenal. The transfer window's hotted up. Neymar is the story the story of football at the moment. So there's still more big deals, I presume, to be done today in this given transfer window. I still would presume more deals to be done. So we'll get into some transfer rumours now. So this is deadline day. So very, very upsetting, because I love to do my transfer rumours anyway. We'll go on. The first news of the article that I've just read up before we get into the more information is about Riyad Mahrez. Now, apparently, Manchester United have showed an interest in Riyad Mahrez. Barcelona have inquired, and Chelsea have been interested in Mahrez as well. I think Arsenal earlier on in the window had an interest in the player as well. Apparently, Mahrez for Leicester City has it come out today on reports that he's been granted, apparently, and it's been confirmed and announced he's had permission to leave the Algerian training camp, basically the player to demand his future. So he could be potentially making the move. Riyad Mahrez is featured in the first 3 of Leicester City's games this season. He has done quite well. He hasn't scored any goals, but he has provided 2 assists as Riyad Mahrez. Barcelona have been maybe emerged as the front runners. It's not their main priority target, as I said. Barcelona have, Dembele's become the second most expensive, young player. They've got Dembele, they've got Nelson Semedo, they've got Paulinho in there, and they've still got Messi now hasn't signed an extension. They've still got they've got Iniesta who hasn't signed an extension, but it's a plan B for Barcelona is Riyad Mahrez. If they maybe fail to get the pursuit of Coutinho and it does come to an conclusion there, we go for Riyad Mahrez. Chelsea have made inquiries as well for Riyad Mahrez. So too United have been in there for Riyad Mahrez. But yeah, this has been confirmed. He has left the training camp and he has been given the permission as Riyad Mahrez, the player. that has been at Leicester now, I think, for 3 years. A player that risen up the ranks. He's been at Lee Harvey. At Lee Harvey in the past, I think he was there for 4 years. Don't really know much about the team. Then he signed for Leicester in 2014, and he's done very, very well. You know, he's a star man in their success to the Premier League title. Overall, I think he's made 125 appearances for Leicester City during his time with Leicester. He has also won the the Premier League PFA team. Premier League PFA of the year before. He's won Algerian Footballer of the year before. He's won Players. He's won Players Player of the year before. Won the Premier League with Leicester and won the Championship with Leicester as well. And there has been discussions back in United Leicester game. I think Paul Pogba had conversations with Riyad Mahrez about a potential move. He did clarify, I think it was early on in the summer, that I was currently demanding the move as Riyad Mahrez. He was demanding the move earlier on in the current window. He is a winger. I would prefer to Bale and that, if I'm quite honest with you, because obviously Riyad Mahrez is younger than Gareth Bale, but I don't know where he'll go. I think he may leave Leicester. I don't know Leicester's reaction to this situation, but yeah, but Chelsea we already know that Chelsea are doing business with Leicester, have they proven in the past. They've done it with Kante, you know, they bought £30 million. They're on the verge now of doing it with Danny Drinkwater, and apparently Danny Drinkwater did hand in a transfer request earlier this week, I think it was. Chelsea and Leicester have been in negotiations together over this. There's no potential fee that has come to an agreement yet between the two clubs, but it looks like Chelsea are going to get him on the board. Chelsea had a 15, a 25 million bid rejected. Chelsea convinced they can get him £30 million, but Leicester had rejected this, and they're literally demanding a fee of in the region are Leicester City of £40 million, which is what they offloaded Matic for. But is he going to get first team football, Danny Drinkwater? If you've got Hazard there, you've got Bakayoko there, you've got Kante there in Chelsea's midfield, he may not be guaranteed first team football week in, week out, but the player does want to make the move. He's insisted he wants to make the move. He's put in a transfer request, you know. He were another star performer. He were another star performer with Leicester City. He's won the Premier League Championship with them. You know, he's been there now for 5 years, I think, as Danny Drinkwater. Reason up the ranks fantastically well, Danny Drinkwater, and his forms, he's got his name into the current England squad as well. And Craig Shakespeare knows how much of an iconic figure player he currently is for the club. I think he's on a 4-year deal with the club at the moment, but I think Leicester softened their stance in any situation, but they're still holding out £40 million. Leicester have found that replacement now for Danny Drinkwater, according to reports, a player from Sporting Lisbon. So Leicester, when the window ends tonight, they could lose Mahrez, and potentially it looks likely they're going to lose Danny Drinkwater as well. So that is big breaking news about that. As I did update you yesterday, Tottenham now, you know, they've been very, very consistent for the last couple of years. I've been very delighted and been very consistent. You know, Harry Kane has won the Golden Boot a couple of times with them. They've got Dele Alli in there. You know, they've got a very good team. They were frustrated with lack of investment in the window. We heard all the Danny rumours earlier on in the window, maybe making a move because he wasn't satisfied with his financial wage. United and Chelsea had been bleeding interested in him, but that come to a conclusion. We know the player's been injured since January. But they've got Davinson Sanchez, who can also fill Kyle Walker's spot, because, you know, because he was very good at Ajax. You know, he can play at centre back, he can play as a right back, and Davinson Sanchez, and also all but confirmed the signing of Serge Aurier from PSG. You know, it has been a debate, their pursuit of Serge Aurier, due to his conviction of assaulting a police officer and a current assault, and he's currently banned from the UK. But he had confirmed yesterday on a Twitter account that legally now he's allowed back in the UK. The Home Office have basically announced this is allowed back in the UK, and I presume he'll be on his proposed move to Tottenham Hotspur, and this could be announced by midday. Presumably, Manchester United, it looks like we were going to get him early on in the window. It did say we'd agree personal terms and a 5-year deal with the current player. It did say we'd agreed. The valuation was about 23 million. And then it said Chelsea had made inquiries, but Tottenham, it said Tottenham agreed personal terms, and the valuation is about between 23 and 25 million pound for the player. It did say on reports the other day he was keen on joining United over Tottenham, but PSG are looking to raise these funds, to avoid financial fair play, and they were willing to offload him to Tottenham. The player that provided more assists than the majority of the players in League One last season. He risen up the ranks for Lens. He's been at Paris Saint-Germain for 3 years. Won 2 League Ones and won a few other trophies during his 3-year period. But I think for Tottenham's perspective, it would be a good signing for them. It would be a good cover up for Kyle Walker, Serge Aurier, because they were disappointed when they lost Kyle Walker with Tottenham. But that's a very, very good news for the Tottenham Hotspur, and they're still convinced they could still potentially get another signing after Aurier before the window ends. They may not. There's been Ross Barkley on the radar as well, but we'll get more into detail of that in a bit. And we know earlier on in the summer that Manchester United had a few other targets. We know we had even Perisic, as I mentioned. We tried to get the deal done. Inter wanted £48 million. We were not willing to meet that. That come to a conclusion. People saying if we don't get a winger, then we should basically go with a 3-5-2 formation, 3 centre-backs, 2 left wing, 1 right wing back, 3 in mid, and 2 up front. This is what some people I've stretched out. We've also heard the rumours, of Gareth Bale going on and off. We've been interested, what's his name, Fabinho. We've been trying to get him earlier on in the window from Monaco. But Di Marzio literally had announced that we did nearly come close to agreeing a deal with Fabinho. I think we'd had 2 bids being rejected. City had an interest in the player as well, Fabinho, but he was another star performer for Monaco as well. But that did come to a conclusion, so we didn't get the pursuit of Fabinho. There's also been rumour mills about Sergio Roberto from Barcelona, a player that we didn't get because apparently the player is happy at Barcelona. The man just classifies him important, iconic figure. I think he has been there all in all 10 years now, since his youth career as Sergio Roberto. Chelsea had been interested in the player. We'd been interested in the player. He's just like Fabinho, he can play it right back, he can play in the midfield as well. But that also come to a conclusion as well. I'm not too concerned at the right back position, to be quite honest, because we've got Valencia as our advanced right back. We've got Darmian there as well. The left-hand side is still a concern that we do need to strengthen up on that part as well. Anyway, we'll get into some breaking news about Arsenal Football Club as I'm going to update you now, because this is a transfer deadline day. So this will be a pretty long video. As I did confirm, Chamberlain is now, it's being confirmed now, well, presumably confirmed that he is a Liverpool player now. Suggestions are stirred up. As I updated yesterday on my video, that he's being captured now, and evidence is behind that he's pictured in a Liverpool shirt. So this is, let's go through it again. I think it's £35-40 million Liverpool have paid for the player. Is it? Yeah, £35-40 million. It is on, yes, so I thought it was 6 years. It's £35-40 million. It's on a 5-year deal, and he's going to be receiving £120,000 a week with Liverpool. £120,000 a week with Liverpool, and it had been confirmed that he completed his medical at St George's Park, did Oxley and Chamberlain. It was the own player's perspective to make the move. They snubbed Chelsea off and made the move to Liverpool, and I think with the incident in 2013 with the Suarez situation, I didn't think Arsenal were prepared to do any business whatsoever with Liverpool, considering that Suarez situation. But yes, as I did say, his preferred he thinks he's always going to get put in that preferred position with Liverpool and Chelsea. He's been playing as a wing back with Arsenal, but he will be preferred in that midfield role with Jurgen Klopp, Will Oxley and Chamberlain, who made 29 starts a season, 6 goals, 11 assists for the player. For Oxley and Chamberlain, he's very, very looking forward to making his move. But it did say on Monday he actually agreed £35 million with Chelsea, so it's all, he agreed £35 million with Chelsea. There had been discussions going on. Chelsea had a £25 million bid rejected, but no after the fee had been agreed, there were no more discussions. There were no personal terms currently agreed with a player. We know he's on international duty with the England squad. He's Oxlade-Chamberlain, but that come to a conclusion as he basically rejected Chelsea off. He was at Arsenal for 6 years. I think his performances during his 6 year were fantastic at Arsenal, but obviously now they haven't got that Champions League football, and they paid £15 million for him from Southampton, risen up the ranks with Southampton fantastically well, and he turned down £180,000 a week last week by Arsenal. So you could tell he wanted to make the move, and for Liverpool's perspective now, it's looking very, very well for them. You know, they've got Salah, Mane, Chamberlain will make a massive impact, you know, in their midfield. Whether Coutinho will stay or not, I don't know. They've got Emre Can. As I updated you the other day, you know, with the Naby Keita situation, that's guaranteed that his arrival at the club will be 1st of July 2018. The player that they've been interested in all summer. The player that they've been interested in all summer, you know, they've been in negotiations. He had a £66 million bid rejected. He didn't look likely it was going to happen, but it announced the other day. Liverpool are paying a premium towards this release clause. It's £48 million, I think. And there's either way, he's got one more season with RB Leipzig, and there's add-ons included in the deal as well. We could add it up to between 65 or 75 million pound in total for the player. It's between 10 million and 20 million in add-ons as well for the player who got 8 goals, 7 assists last season. Helped Leipzig got to the Champions League and gained second place with them. You know, he'll be fantastic in the midfield. He interacts well in the mid. He's good at breaking up the play. He's very precise with the ball. Will control Liverpool's midfield, and that's a very, very good signing for Liverpool. And he will fulfill that number 8 spot. And it had been confirmed the other day by the club, Liverpool club website, and some journalists as well had confirmed their pursuit of this. They're still convinced they can still get Van Dijk as well at Liverpool. As I did say the other day, suggestions stirred up when the player took a plane from Bournemouth, private jet to Liverpool, and he'd been spotted at Liverpool John Lennon's airport in Liverpool. So suggestions had stirred up there that his preferred move is to currently Anfield, and I presume it was actually the same jet that he posted on Instagram a couple of months ago. But no, the player's been injured since January. We know he's got a 5-year deal with Southampton. We know Liverpool lending the interest due to an illegal approach back in June for the current player. Southampton paid £13 million for him from Celtic. He's won Player of the Season with Southampton as well. He's been training separately, you know, and he put a transfer request in a couple of weeks ago. So basically, he's trying to force the move. Van Dijk, Southampton has been reluctant and resisted to offload the current player. But Liverpool are preparing to offer 60, 70 million pound for Virgil van Dijk. Arsenal have been in discussions with the player and representatives. Chelsea have made inquiries about getting Virgil van Dijk. But I think his preferred move is to Liverpool Football Club, and they're desperate to get someone at the back at Liverpool as well. But yeah, at the moment their club record fee is Keita unless they get the deal done for Lamar. The last one they broke, the record fee they paid for was Christian Benteke, and they've paid £39 million for Salah in this transfer window. So it's going to be Naby Keita. Well, he's not arriving until next summer, but for the time being, it's Naby Keita, the record fee, unless they do get the pursuit of Lemar. And with Lemar, as I did say, Liverpool have had discussions with Monaco of Lemar. He's got a contract until 2020 with the club, but Monaco's resistance and reluctant to offload the player, considering Monaco have lost the majority of their players in this transfer window. You know, he can play in the middle, he can play on the left, but Liverpool have had 2 bids rejected from Monaco. They've had a 55, they've had a 66, and they're preparing to put 70 million or upwards now to test Monaco's stance regarding the player. But very, very good player, very skillful, very good in the air, very, very good for France. Was Monaco's star performer last season, 14 goals, and I think he got about 17 assists in all competitions Lemar. So Liverpool are very, very keen on him. Arsenal had made inquiries over the player, but they'd had 2 bids rejected, but that had come to an conclusion. But Liverpool could still, before this window ends tonight, and we will be going live for that. It'll be on, I think if it's not on, I presume it'll be on my BBC One. We will be going through the transfer rumours, transfers that have been confirmed and that, and we'll be giving you an update before this current window shuts. But yes, we're going to get some latest news now. Is about Alexis Sanchez now, as I mentioned. Yes, it was yesterday. The latest news now about Alexis Sanchez. Apparently now City are preparing to put another bid in. City had a £50 million bid turned down, and apparently reports had suggested the other day he'd agreed a £325,000 a week with Manchester City. But no bid had been confirmed for Alexis Sanchez. You know, Pep Guardiola was keen on reuniting with the player after they were fantastic together at Barcelona. Arsenal paid £35 million for him back in 2014. You know, he's won 3 FA Cups in 4 seasons. Made his first Premier League appearance against Liverpool on Sunday, and that was the first game he played since the Confederations Cup, did Sanchez. But apparently, Pizzas, what's his name? Juan Pizzas insisted yesterday that apparently that he didn't grant Sanchez any permission whatsoever to leave the current Chile training camp, which I think he did. He said he's working hard, he's happy, he said he's really, really nervous about his future, and this is what Juan Pizzas announced out. But he's basically, you know, trying to force the move is Alexis Sanchez. He demanded this after the Confederations Cup that his future had been decided. You know, Paris Saint-Germain has been in there, Bayern Munich have had an interest, City have been heavily linked, and Chelsea have had a slight interest in the player as well in Alexis Sanchez. But Arsene is still convinced he can. Well, he's being ruthless. The whole speculation going on about Sanchez being ruthless over Alexis Sanchez, saying he will see out his deal. He's prepared to take the financial risk, and he'll become free next summer. But I think from an Arsenal perspective, they would rather cash in on the current player now for Alexis Sanchez, who's very versatile. You know, he can play on the left, he can play on the right as well, as he played on the right during his days with Barcelona. 24 goals in the Premier League for the player last season. But he just quoted out these Sanchez that he wants Champions League football, and he insisted. They confirmed there had been discussions over the weekend regarding Alexis Sanchez. He did turn down £300,000 a week from Arsenal. He was demanding £400,000 a week was Alexis Sanchez. But anyway, the situation was supposed to be about Alexis Sanchez anyway. It was supposed to be City offering money for Sanchez plus Sterling as part of the deal, and Arsenal pay a make-weight fee as well for the pursuit of Sterling. But now, apparently, there's been a change of scenery. That has now come to a conclusion. Now, apparently, City are reluctant and are resisted to offload Raheem Sterling, even though he could become a bit of a flop. Because, well, he's participated in City's first 3 games, hasn't he? But you've got Jesus there, you've got Sané there, you've got Bernardo Silva there. It's maybe hard for him to fully spot every single game. Raheem Sterling. City paid £49 million for him from Liverpool back in 2015. But even so, Arsenal, you know, are not going to get these replacements, you know, for the players they've lost. You've lost Gibbs, losing Mustafi by looks things. Chamberlain's gone. Sanchez could still possibly go. It could actually still happen because he's keen on the move. So even if they want to get Sterling as a replacement, it still wouldn't be enough to fulfill them spots that they've lost the other players as well. So, but anyway, apparently, well, Arsenal would actually clean on Sergio Aguero, and City are definitely not going to offload Aguero. He's in the top 3 or top 4. You know, one of the most prolific goal scorers in world football as well. But there were rumours about that early on in the window, but that had come to an conclusion in the end with Sergio Aguero's being part of the deal. But now apparently Arsenal, if they wanted to, I don't think Arsenal are going to soften their stance and take on consideration of letting Sanchez go unless they do get something in return, whether it's a City player, whether it's, you know, another player out there. But apparently they want Julian Draxler as a replacement for Alexis Sanchez. We heard the rumours about Julian Draxler early on in the window. The player, actually last season, who produced 48% crossing success, over 25 plus crosses. That was more than anyone in the league last season for PSG. So that is very, very impressive for their perspective. PSG may be reluctant and resisted to offload the player. They do need to offload some players to regain some funds and avoid financial fair play. But considering he's risen up the ranks of Schalke, considering they only bought him in January, then they may not let the current player go. It did say before he could be valued at £32 million. For Germany, He won Germany with the FIFA. He's won the World Cup with Germany in 2014. Won the Confederations Cup in 2017 with Germany, and he is an overall good player. He's Julian Draxler. We've been interested. Liverpool had been interested in the player, so our PSG willing to offer a price tag to Arsenal, so they will offload Sanchez apparently if they do get Julian Draxler. But I can't see if Arsenal don't get out in return for Sanchez that Arsenal will make it easy to offload the current player, guys. As I said, I'll update you with today. So many transfers that are still going on. So many have been done as well. So anyway, I'm going to update you guys on the Philippe Coutinho situation. As I did update you yesterday, apparently a fee had been agreed of £148 million, but apparently now Coutinho has insisted this will be his second most expensive signing if this deal does come to an agreement and it gets published and completed. It said yesterday a fee of £148 million had been agreed. The current Spanish expert dispelled the myth. He said there were no negotiations going on. The Liverpool director denied suggestions that a fee had been agreed in this situation. But Duncan Castles had reported yesterday sometime that he is currently allowed to leave Barcelona. He's Philippe Coutinho, the current player that's training in Brazil at the moment. But apparently he's making another move to try make a final appeal to ask if he can leave Liverpool. And we know the majority of the window, Liverpool's resistance and reluctance and being very, very ruthless regarding the player to offload him. They have been very, very stubborn of Liverpool regarding Philippe Coutinho. And we know the discussions were placed Friday and Saturday that the owners had discussions with Coutinho's representatives, and apparently during the meeting there was a price tag of £148 million. So it did presume they had softened the stance, but it did say yesterday a fee of £148 million had been agreed, and it could have been revealed that it could be a Barcelona player by Friday, could Philippe Coutinho. But we know the player's been injured. He's currently not now. I don't think he's missed first Liverpool's 5 games, but Neymar persuaded him not to join Barcelona, as I did say. But the doctor gave the advice now. He's fully fit, and he knows why his current injury occurred. Philippe Coutinho's with Barcelona are desperate now to get Philippe Coutinho, because I think he would elevate to a higher level. With Messi, with Suarez in there, he would elevate to that higher level. But we all know there's been discussions before, a 72 and 89, 140 million bids being rejected by Liverpool. He's on a 5-year contract with the club. The Barcelona director's being convinced Liverpool can still come to an agreement for Philippe Coutinho. They can still come to an agreement for the player. The ex-Inter Milan player, Liverpool only paid £8 million for in 2013. So over his 4 years with Liverpool, he has been absolutely sublime. 14 goals, 7 assists for the player last season for Philippe Coutinho. One of the most creative players, agile, skillful, good in the air, fantastic electrifying pace. And the owners have they suggested when he put the transfer request in too, earlier in August when he put the transfer request in, the owners stood firm. They were not willing to sanction a player off on their basis, took it into consideration. They were not willing to accept any bids from Barcelona whatsoever. And even Jurgen Klopp was stood firm, and Coutinho's had discussions with Klopp during this period of Coutinho making the move to Barcelona. And we know Coutinho still does want to make the move to the heavyweight giants Barcelona. So it's not guaranteed yet. It did say a fee had been agreed yesterday, but I think Coutinho's going to have further more discussions to try and currently make the move. But for me, why would you turn down? I know he's one of your most essential players in your mid. You're looking as though now you look as though now you've got Chamberlain, you've got Naby Keita guaranteed for next summer. You know, you've still got Chan there, you've got Sané who's on form, you've got Mane who's on form. If you get Lemar, you get Van Dijk. You know, why would you need Coutinho? Because you can use this money, you can benefit from this money and get the other targets that you currently want. So for me, he's an essential player, but if you're going to get offered 147, 148, I would offload him indeed for definite, and that would be an absolutely guaranteed promise, guys, in my situation about that. There's also been talks about William Carvalho going to Monaco as well. I haven't really looked into that, guys, if I am going to be quite honest. We haven't really looked into that. I presume with the Mbappe situation, I haven't looked into that much either. As I did say, PSG have been negotiating over getting a deal agreed for the current player next summer, which is £166 million, which will make him the most expensive young player in world football. But obviously PSG, he's missed their last 3 games as a Kylian Mbappe. Monaco was confident they could secure him a new deal with the club. Presumably, secure him a new deal with the club, but there have been negotiations. Monaco would still rather sell him to Real Madrid because PSG are rival, but that now come to a conclusion. And now it looks as though he's going to be getting on loan deal with PSG, and then they're going to finalise his deal for £166 million next summer. But why? You judge him one play after one season. You know, it's insanity. He's very good for France. He had one good season, Monaco last season, scored over 20 odd goals, but I think it's a bit insanity judging one player after one season. So we'll see what happens, guys. About that. Anything else to update you on today? There's so many rumours going on in this transfer window now at the moment. A lot of them being done of the transfers, as I said. Anything else? Let's think. So much to talk about, you know, guys. So much to talk about, you know, in this in these current rumours. And I did say with the Gareth Bale situation, as I keep saying, them rumours have been going since 2013. The player that risen up the ranks for Southampton, he was used as a left back. Then went to Tottenham, did fantastically well for Tottenham, and then Real Madrid paid 85, was it, from him from Tottenham in 2013, and during his 4-year period, you know, he's won 3 Champions Leagues in 4 seasons, couple of Copa del Rey and La Liga with Real Madrid as well. And when rumours had stemmed last season, you know, from the Champions League final, he was dismissed from the Champions League final, and then the rumours had stemmed since then about Gareth Bale potentially making a move away from Spain. But we know the player, Gareth Bale, has been rumours of him coming to Manchester United. We know during his 4-year period with Real Madrid that they've been on pressure. The Real Madrid board have been under pressure to get rid of him due to injury and stuff like that. But we know now with the Bale situation, he's not getting a good reception, or he's not getting a good atmosphere. You know, as you saw in the Valencia game, their 2-2 draw, he was getting booed off. But he's a player that can play on the left. He's a player that can play on the right. Very, very versatile, very quick. Got fantastic crossing abilities. Contributes to his game fantastically well. Very, very good player. But now you've got Isco that can fulfill his spot. You've got Marco Asensio, who's rising up the ranks fantastically well for Madrid. PSG had been interested. Apparently had a 72 million release clause. Or was it 75? You know, he scored twice against Barcelona. Scored twice against Valencia. I think Real Madrid are in contract talks with Marco Asensio, who's rising up the ranks fantastically well. But is he going to be guaranteed that first team football week in, week out? You know, due to Ronaldo served his 5-match ban. He's going to be coming back. And you've got Isco and that there. But he's a player. He's a very good player. He's Asensio. He can play as attacking mid. He can play on the left-hand side. I do really, really like him, and he's still young. He's still young, and I presume he's a good prospect as well. He's Marco Asensio. But anyway, with the Gareth Bale, apparently it said Manchester United put a 93 million. Spanish Dan Bolland publication reported Man United had put a £93 million bid in for the player. That was going to test the Real Madrid stance regarding the player. But as I did say, he hasn't really took much notice of the speculation as Gareth Bale currently around him. He hasn't took much notice of the rumours or the speculation that's been going on around Gareth Bale, as he did say on BT Sport, and Mourinho disregarded it after the Super Cup game. He totally dispelled the myth after the Super Cup game because he feels as though the club wanted him, the manager wanted him, and that's what he basically insisted. Even the agents of Gareth Bale's had dispelled the myth as well of him potentially making a move to Manchester United. This is what had been said. He dispelled the myth to the current agent of Gareth Bale, but yeah, I presume there's still an interest, but I very, very doubt now that we will potentially, if I'm going to be honest, guys, get Gareth Bale on the board. It looked realistically earlier on in the window, with the Mbappe situation. The plan was Real Madrid offload Bale, get the money to fund to get Mbappe on the board, but that come to a conclusion because Real Madrid were not willing to pay the financial wage that the current player was demanding. It didn't satisfy them, so that had come to an conclusion in the end. And Mbappe had want first team football with Real Madrid, as a young he wanted to be in the mix, but with Bale there, who was favoured to be sacrificed, he would not get that if Bale was not offloaded. So yeah, it looks like Mbappe's going to PSG. Absolute with Bale is not going to happen, I presume. So we may not get a win in this window, but it's not to worry. We've got the January transfer window to have time to get a winger on the board. If we don't get one by today, there's still a possible chance we could still get one. There's been chances of Sanchez potentially coming, which looks very, very unlikely. So we'll see what happens, guys, about that. But as I'm saying, Chelsea have spent quite a bit of money. They've targeted quite a few players. Alexis Sandro. They've tried to get Alexis Sandro. Juventus, how we looked and have resisted to currently sell Sandro. Chelsea have also been interested in Van Dijk. Chelsea had a slight interest in Bale. There were rumours about Eden Hazard going from Chelsea. That's not going to happen. Chelsea they got the pursuit of Bakayoko. With the Liverpool, they'd also been interested in Mbappe as well. Barcelona had made inquiries about Mbappe earlier on in the window. So there's much that's going on. There's been much that's going on in this transfer window. We know Man United, we loaned Fosu Mensah out to Crystal Palace. We loaned Cameron Borthwick-Jackson out. We got rid of Januzaj, who was a flop anyway at Sunderland and was for Manchester United in general, so that was ideal. We've heard the rumours about Marian Fellaini going to Juventus, Galatasaray. So there's been so much going on in this transfer window. With Rooney going to Everton as well, the all-time top Manchester United goal scorer, which I think was very, very ideal. We had the good news with Zlatan Ibrahimovic now coming back. That's fantastic news as well. And also from Chelsea's perspective, Diego Costa looks to be set to be still leaving Chelsea. But yeah, for me, the good deals that I think, I'm going to be honest now, before I go, I'm going to say the good deals that have been done in this transfer window. I think Lacazette is a good signing for Arsenal, but from Arsene Wenger's perspective, why is he not starting him in the games? I think Lukaku is a fantastic signing for us. That was a good deal. Lukaku was a good deal. Lacazette, good deal for Arsenal. I think Matic was a fantastic deal for us. I did say it wasn't my preferred choice, but I did say the Serbian, if he is playing around good players, he'll do well. Lindelof, you can't at the moment, no, not really a good signing. You can't really judge him after pre-season, but he hasn't had a chance to start yet in the Premier League as Lindelof. I think the other signings that have been good, I think Liverpool, Oxlade-Chamberlain's a good signing for Liverpool. I think Lemar will be a definitely good signing if it will materialise and Liverpool do get a deal across for Lemar. I think City's signing, Bernardo Silva were a good signing for Manchester City. I think Kyle Walker would have definitely a good signing for City. I think Mendy would have a good signing for the Manchester City as well. I think Salah would have a good signing for Liverpool as well, as I forgot to mention. Anything else? Anything else? I think there's so many transfer rumours, it's bleeding hard. I think Coutinho will be a good signing for Barcelona if he goes, guys. I think Everton's good signings were that what's his name? Sanchez is his name. Can't remember his name now. What's his name? They brought him from Malaga. Yes, I think he's called Sanchez or something like that. Yes, he's a good signing for Everton. Michael Keane, good signing for Everton, who also we were linked to earlier on in the window. Pickford they got as well, didn't they? So Everton have done fantastic business, as I keep saying. City have done fantastic business. Who else? I'm just trying to think of all the good signings being done. Obviously, the Neymar deal's told the whole story of this window so far. I think, yes, also Naby Keita is a good signing for Liverpool, but his arrival is till 2018. That's another good signing. So the transfer window's ordered up anyway since we've heard the Lacazette news. The transfer window has really hotted up. We know William Carvalho could go to Monaco. Apparently, I haven't looked really into that. But PSG have invested a lot of money in this transfer window. Also, I think for Tottenham, Davinson Sanchez is a good signing. I think Sergio Aurier, that looks likely now, is a good signing for Spurs. And yeah, that's really about it, guys. So this is a transfer deadline day. I'm going to go look at some more news now. And thanks for all your time for watching this video if you've watched. And drop your comments, likes below on the channel. I presume deals will be done later on. The deadline day transfer window ends today at 11 o'clock. So it's very exciting deadline day because deals do get finalised sometimes right at the last minute, as we've seen in the past. So anyway, guys, something to do today. Drop your comments, likes below on the channel. Subscribe as always. Take it easy, guys. I'll see you all later. Bye.